Buongiorno, welcome back to the Italian campaign. Yeah, we got another big battle with the British Navy, facing off against 5 of the Marlborough class battleships. Some of them have had refits, making them very, very expensive, but reducing their firepower down to 6 guns instead of 10. Some of them have had another refit that just makes them super slow. Not too sure what kind of armor this one has, but the other ones have no deck armor to speak of, and the originals have. Let's see, that's the one original. Very little armor anywhere else. However, in the previous battle, we were unable to do much damage to them. I think that might be because they have high resistance, which does increase the ricochet chance. And I have the very high penetration cap ballistic 2 AP rounds, which, although they have very high penetration, they also increase the ricochet chance. So yeah, maybe my choice of ammunition is working against me here. I am using the Dreadnought Improvement Project mod by Brother Munro, which does one of the things it does is, instead of more advanced armor being lighter, as it is in vanilla, the more advanced armor does give you more resistance, so you are capable of building ships with higher resistance stats than in vanilla. So maybe that's the issue. I don't remember what kind of they have been refit recently. I think most of these are running a 50-50 AP and HE loadout, unlike my battlecruisers in the previous battle, which were loaded with more AP than HE. Increased AP is the term. There's also the Bastarda class, also recently refit, Mark 4 15-inch guns. Some of the new Polyneuro class heavy cruisers, and this time more than a few DDs. So we're gonna see if we can do something fun with all those torpedoes. Let's give it a try and hope we don't encounter the bug where my ships won't move. But if that's the case, I'm just gonna reload the battle. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's first organize the fleet. So far it seems like I can control my ships, which is nice. I had that issue with the battle with the Soviet Navy last video. And you are alone. Maybe you should join. No, here's what I'm gonna do with the DDs. These 3 are gonna join up with that one, and they're all gonna go in this direction. These 4 are gonna go in this direction, and I will try to get some cross torpedo action going on. All my battleships, I just want you in one big formation. And hopefully you're not gonna make too much of a mess of things. 4 cruisers in one division. And the battle cruisers, let the battleships get out first, and then they can sail parallel behind the battleships. In fact, I think I want my my heavy cruisers doing that also. There you go, the enemy has been spotted. The Massachusetts is spotting them. Still not renamed. I should get around to that soon. My ships are also being spotted. Someone opened fire. That is the Massachusetts. Now San Andrea is also opening fire. Let's take a look. What kind of ships do I have here? Madonna della Salute, my super battleship. Only Mark III 18-inch guns. I don't have the Mark IVs yet. Edano, brand new regular battleship. She has not received the Mark IV upgrade. So even though she's my newest battleship, along with the super battleship, she's does not have the advanced guns of some of the older ones yet. We're gonna fix that, but just came into service, so there was no time to fix that before the battle. Gonna have everything fire at will. For now. My DDs are doing funny formation things. At least they're doing the funny formation things far away from the enemy and not on approach to a torpedo attack. And yes, I will move my... What the are you doing? Can you just sail in a line? Or a column, rather. This is getting silly. This did not used to be a problem before. Whenever the look at this. Whenever they say, "Oh, we're fixing the problem with formations," that's when you have to worry, because that's when they introduce problems with formations. Will I have to... Jesus. Just sail you all independently or something? I guess I have to. Because this is just not working out. We're gonna follow. You're gonna follow. And you're gonna follow. Have you unfucked your formation? You kind of have. That's good. Can we get you close enough to launch torpedoes without getting you all bunched up and killed? This is just... No, you... Jesus. Follow. 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 I do not take any responsibility for any DDs lost in action from this. You can send your complaints to the developers. quite in torpedo range. You have not been refit, Borea. You're just gonna go home then. You have been refit, Giuseppe. So you have the long range torpedoes. Nembo. You also have long range torpedoes. And I just have to pause and unpause the game all the time because apparently I cannot use divisions. So this is just gonna be a lot of micromanagement. Sorry about that, but that's just how it's gotta be. It's a pretty basic thing to get right, you would think. Just programming some ships to follow other ships in a single division. It shouldn't have to be a big problem, but apparently it is. And it is making me a little bit salty, because now I'm gonna lose a bunch of DDs, probably. You've launched. You've got engine damage. You're probably gonna die. You have launched. Okay. And on to the other side of the battle. You have not launched. You have not launched. You are in a completely different place, so you have launched. I think. Got 18 torpedoes remaining. What do you have? 18 torpedoes remaining. I don't know. There we go. 10. Tory's taking damage. This is all kinds of messed up. Nambo has now launched. Giuseppe. That one is, I think, a better target before you sink. Giuseppe got her torpedoes away before sinking. This DD is gonna sink. And I've completely forgotten about the rest of my fleet because I was way too busy dealing with the messed up DD formations. There we go. At least we are scoring torpedoes. There we go. Flash fires on one of the British battleships. Like so. So bringing the DDs along has paid off. Berea, I sent you home because, yeah, you do not have the advanced torpedoes. I'll try to assemble my DDs if possible, so maybe they can reform. And do another attack later. If they want to behave, that is. Torpedoes are striking home. That was a very good torpedo attack. Very good torpedo attack. 10 torpedo hits thus far. 11. Although it was on an already sinking ship. Would have been so nice if the formations would just work. And I wouldn't have to futz about all that much. 13 torpedo hits now. About to maybe there we go. 14. Another flash fire on Revenge. 15. Light cruisers are exploding. Not bad. I'm a little bit less annoyed at my DDs now that their torpedoes are being so effective. Let's reform the DD divisions before things get too messy. You're Division 4. Division 4. Okay. So here we have a 3DD division. And we have 2 DDs here. Nembo being Division 7 and Espero being Division 5. Espero, you're gonna go with Nembo. And Berea can just go home. She's a gunboat. She was not supposed to be in this battle. Alright. Things are under control. Man, that was annoying. Yeah, standard ratio main shells on the heavy cruisers. Bastardas, you have also standard ratio. So I did remember to give you that in the refit. Now, let's, wow, Musketeer is not doing too hot. San Andrea, Madonna della Salute, Eridano, Balboa, Massachusetts, you're not going to waste your big 17-inch guns on a DD. And Dino, you can take on the Hector. Battle cruisers, I want one on the Hector. Orion, Revenge. Heavy cruisers, you're gonna target the lighter ships. Not all on the poor musketeer, which is probably gonna die now. Come back here. You guys are sticking around till your torpedoes are back. So far this is going much better than the previous battle with the British. Thanks in no small part to those 15 torpedo hits. And some pretty decent gunnery, although we're still not doing that much damage. 11-inch guns are actually doing a lot of damage to the battleships. Got a main belt pen. The enemies are closing in. Tribune is almost dead. Sirius is almost dead. Seriously wounded. Benbow is trying to target a destroyer far in the distance. Our torpedoes are reloaded. Our formation is, well, I set you to a normal formation. Will that help you? Nembo and Sparrow, you're only 2 ships. It should not be too difficult for you to not be useless. Let's take a look at the battlecruiser Hector. Not yet identified. It seems a downgrade over the previous ones, although it does have some armor. It has some armor everywhere. Mark IV 12-inch guns. But overall seems a big downgrade over the Zealous class that we captured at the end of the last war. Not to mention the share design battlecruiser. But if the AI wants to delete the design of the share design battlecruiser and just build this trash instead. Well, it's not trash, it's not completely terrible. I'm exaggerating. Yeah, who am I to stop them? Okay, we're gonna select some torpedo targets again. You're gonna detach because you're just gonna slow down your friends at this point. Marlborough is your target. You two are gonna launch... No, actually these two are out of range for you. I guess you're gonna target the Marlborough as well. No, I changed my mind. You're gonna get closer and then launch at something. You two are almost in range, just not quite. But you're getting there. Marlborough might actually just gonna retreat. Exmouth is sinking. My battleships are capable of sailing in a straight line. There we go, Benbow taking some big punishment. You two are now in range of Orion. Okay, you're gonna launch at Orion. Exmouth is gonna go down by herself, so it's not really a big concern. Okay, you two. It's gonna be the last torpedo attack, I think. Revenge and Hector. Drop your torpedoes and just continue sailing. Torpedo detonation. Did you have torpedoes? You did. Short range though. Actually, all of you just focus on the Benbow. Get her out. Yeah, we've scored some more torpedo hits. Some of those friendly torpedoes are actually approaching our ships, which is a little bit spooky. Benbow is going down. Battle cruisers, Marlborough. Heavy cruisers, Marlborough. Here we go. More torpedoes coming in. So despite their frustrations, the DDs are actually coming in handy. Oh, look at that cross torp. Oh, that was almost epic. Just too bad. I think the Revenge was slowing down from all the flooding. But that was an almost perfect cross torp, not even intended. Well, kind of intended, but didn't expect them to reach the ship from both sides at pretty much the same time. From such a long range. Marlborough is going down. Revenge is the last one. I'm gonna turn my battleships around because these torpedoes are not so friendly. I haven't taken any friendly torpedoes, have I? That would be embarrassing. No. We're good. We are good, right? It should be good. San Andrea, don't eat that torpedo, please. I think we're good. Yeah. No friendly torpedo hits. Revenge is going down. Orion, last ship standing. We've done almost 1.4 million damage. In terms of raw numbers, the torpedoes might not seem that impressive. Madonna della Salute, you've done some work. Eridano, you've done some work. Balboa, Massachusetts, only 15k. Dino has done some work. Even the heavy cruisers have done a lot of work. And we're gonna look at the post-game stats. See who was the most effective. Yeah, I feel my my battleships are actually very capable of going up against these British monster ships. And that was it. Other than some DDs messing up, that was pretty much a perfect victory. 250,000 victory points in one battle. That's what happens, Britain, when you make your ships cost 7 billion and also make them worse than the 1.7 billion original. Okay, let's take a look at some damage here. Benbow did some damage. I think she deleted one of those DDs that were messing up. As for the deleted DDs, Giuseppe Sertori didn't really do anything. Yeah, Giacomo Medici. She took the hits from Benbow. She did score 2 torpedo hits though, so it's not all bad. Other than that, let's take a look. 4 torpedo hits from Espero, 5 from Generale Antonio Condore, 3 from Nembo, 4 from La Masa. Not bad. As for the battleships, Massachusetts, only 15,000 damage. San Andrea, older dreadnought with 15-inch guns, 119,000. Not bad. Dino, 126. Madonna della Salute, almost 300,000. Eridano, 95. Balboa, 205. The Bastardas didn't do that much, really. But the heavy cruisers did quite a bit. Pisa, 14. Fiume, 64. Maria Teresa, 92. Palinuro, 127,000 damage. Yeah, pretty happy with all my ships' performance in this battle. That's already a pretty good lead in victory points from one battle. Peace treaty, we are winning. We're gonna fight to the end. You started this, Britain. And here we go, some battles with the Soviets. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. But while the game was loading, I went to the forum to see what the latest update patch is all about. Fixed potential error of formation logic, causing formation points to desync and some ships of the division to zigzag indefinitely. This issue could happen more often when placing all ships of a fleet in one super division of more than 10 ships, something that normally should not be allowed in the game but is preserved to please a small portion of the players. You see, it's really the players' fault that used this ability. Please note that this is not efficient, therefore it is not advised to place all your ships in one division. If your ships delay to assume a working formation, it happens because of you. Because you gave an unrealistic command expecting all ships to instantly take position and create a 20-kilometer plus line of 100 ships. Yeah. That was not 100 ships though, that was 4 DDs. But yeah, it was probably my fault. A little bit of passive-aggressive patch notes. If you're on the forum, you probably know. Anyway, let's fight this battle. I don't think this is going to be that much of a challenge. These are older Zara class heavy cruisers, but they are, I think, quite capable of dealing with a with the light cruiser. Also, just while we are complaining and whining about game things, look at the weather here, the skybox and so forth. I think it looks quite nice. This is cloudy weather. Not to be confused with overcast, which just fills the entire battlefield with a fog that is both ugly to look at and annoying in game because you can't see the ocean unless you zoom in. Then you have this, which looks quite good, I think. And you can actually see the water. Why not just remove the other the visuals from the other weather effect and use this one instead for both cloudy and overcast? Let's see, are they running? Let's see if they are running. They are not running, but they are damaged. They probably should be running. I just want to get a thumbnail out of this because I forgot to take one of the previous battle with the Soviets a couple of episodes ago. I have the flag in the shot. That's a good looking light cruiser. Oh, let's just do it like this. And this should be over quickly. Don't worry, Russian warship, you will not suffer for long. Okay, we're all focusing the DD now. Let's have 2 on the light cruiser, 1 on the DD. What kind of torpedo range do you have on that DD? 8.9 kilometers. 17 on the light cruiser. I don't think it's gonna get that close. I wonder if we're actually gonna have time to identify them before they sink. Maybe not. Normally I like to identify the warships of an enemy nation I just went to war with quite early on in the war, because that's going to be helpful later, but I think these are literally the last warships remaining of the Soviet Navy, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to turn about because we were technically in torpedo range of that light cruiser. I don't know what kind of torpedo armament it had. Flash fires on the DD. I missed the actual fire, which I think it always looks so good when you got that blue flame lighting up a smoke screen from the inside. It was just too late to catch it. Yeah, that was not very challenging. But yeah, I probably should get that latest patch in time for the next episode, just because that formation thing is getting so annoying. No, wait, that's China. Oh, the Soviet Union has 2 light cruisers. China has 2 battle cruisers. This invasion is going to be done next turn. So let's start another one. Crimea. Or southern Russia. Central Russia is only 180,000. That's nothing. Now let's take southern Russia first. Then Crimea, then Ukraine. And then, I don't know, some of this stuff. Maybe even central Russia. Like, it's all very, very cheap in terms of needed tonnage. Are we going to go for round 2 with these 4 battleships? I think we are. I think we are. We didn't use that much ammo, really. So we could go for round 2. No, I want to soften them up with these battle cruisers first, because this is, well, it's 4 battleships, but it's mostly heavy cruisers and light cruisers. I think this formation would be amazing at that. These guys, oh, they haven't even taken that much damage. No, original plan still stands. Battleships engage. Am I gonna send the bastardas home? Wait a minute, how much crew is this? I can only find out by issuing a move order. Okay, we can fit 9,500 more crew into this task force. That sounds like, well, at least 2 Capri class battlecruisers. They should be very good at dealing with those heavy cruisers of the enemy fleet. Let's join them up. But also the Superb and the heavy cruisers. I can just go home, because these are the ones I want. I want to try the Zealous in battle. Let's see what's going on with research. What are we getting on the Mark III 20-inch gun? Are we gonna go for another battle? I think I'm gonna send these just here, and they can join up with the invasion fleet next turn. Because I think the invasion is gonna pop up here. And then I guess we gonna have to find something British to invade. 6 more battleships arriving. 8 light cruisers. Okay. Okay. Now, which force to engage? This one? Or that one? These will arrive in 2 turns. So you can take on these guys first. And then the turn after, take on the ones arriving here. It's gonna be a little bit dicey with ammunition and stuff. We are not over shipbuilding capacity. Have I suspended any construction? I have suspended 2 heavy battle cruisers. They're gonna resume you 2 and suspend you. Well, they're still finished more or less at the same time. San Ferdinando is finished repairing next month. Galatea also next month. Alright, things are looking okay. Wait a minute. Ah, here we go. The Soviets do have 2 light cruisers here. Let's take them on first. Now, December. Alright, and I saw Germany now has the Mark III 20-inch gun, so they are a step ahead of me in big gun technology. For all I know, Britain and the US might have that too, because I think they are also a little bit ahead of me. Strike. And strike. Okay, we're only fighting 1 of their battleships. Malaya, it's an old St. Vincent class. From the previous war. Donegal class, which we know also from the previous war. Venus class light cruisers. Okay. Again, the original has a better top speed than the refit. Spider class DDs. These look to be not bad. And of course I have a very, very huge navy. Huge task force. Because I was expecting to run up against 4 of the monster battleships we sunk in the previous battle. But I guess this is what I get. Yeah, let's murder some cruisers. And well, I wouldn't say outdated. It's not a bad for an AI design battleship. Okay, we're fighting mostly light ships. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just send the DDs home. Last time our main advantage was that very few of their ships actually could spot the torpedoes and get away from the torpedoes once they were spotted. Now I think most of their ships can, without any problems. That's Capri. That's Doria. You're gonna detach. You're gonna go alone. Because you are very fast. Battleships, you will join up. One super division that, according to patch notes, is going to cause issues, but in the previous battle, that's the division that did not cause issues. The two bastardas are just following the battleships. But I think it's better if they just go like independent. You're gonna turn down your speed though, so you don't just sail away. Okay. As for the heavy cruisers, you are all in a division already. You're going to be very useful in this battle. Oh, we get a little bit of lag. Because there are quite a few ships firing. Got plenty of ammo left for the battleships. And I want to have my battleships almost form a wall in front of the battlecruisers. Except for the Capri class, which will kind of be my skirmishers. Being very fast. Oh yeah, we got the Lord Clyde here too. I forgot about you, Lord Clyde. Fine. You can also sail in the background. Now, let's pick out some targets. Let's first find that enemy battleship. That should be it. My biggest guns. Madonna del Saluta. Okay, you've already been hit. And Massachusetts. You can focus on that one. Dino, Balboa, Eridano, San Andrea, Doria, and Capri, Archimede, San Gennaro, Lord Clyde, Vesuvio, Bastarda, and the heavy cruisers will just target whatever is closest. Wait a minute. There we go. I didn't accidentally issue a move order, did I? No? That's good. Now in situations like this, spreading out the fire is often helpful because you can accidentally hit a lot more ships. That's a lot of hurt going down range. That's a serious amount of hurt. Yeah, main reason I just sent my DDs home was to not have to get frustrated. And the other reason is I think my guns can take care of this. I don't even know what half these targets are, but many of them are about to be dead, so it's good enough. These are light cruisers, I think, in front. Although with such a dense formation, I think torpedoes from my DDs would probably have done quite a bit of damage. It would be hard to miss something. Just follow Lord Clyde. Maybe we want to have Lord Clyde on the thumbnail. Or maybe the new super uber duper battleship. There are a lot of options here. Let's see. Yeah, you're Eridano. Maybe the Massachusetts. Suspiciously American-looking Italian battleship. Yeah, let's just continue the fireworks. I think I'm gonna need to have to do a lot of input. That is the battleship almost dead already. My frame rates are liking this about as much as the British Navy is. Let's select some new targets. I have a suspicion that they have now reverted to mostly firing at the same ship, because their original targets are probably dead. Doria, Capri, Archimedes, San Gennaro, Lord Clyde, Vesuvio, Bastarda. Because in this case, if all my ships are firing at the same light cruiser, you're gonna have a couple of the first hits just evaporating the target, and then you're gonna have dozens of volleys just hitting an already dead ship, which is a waste of resources. I am a little bit tempted to just have my battleships cease fire, so they can conserve some ammo for next month. I think I will, because I'm gonna need those big guns if I'm facing the super battleships. Well, they're not actually strictly super battleships, but they are big, and I'm gonna need big guns to kill them. Battle cruisers can probably keep doing some damage. Heavy cruisers, I'm bringing you in also. If you run out of ammo, I can just send him some other ones. I got plenty of heavy cruisers. What kind of armor did these guys have? Yeah, not much. I think the Capri and Doria will make short work of these. I'm just gonna bring them in a little closer. And also these cruisers, they're 11-inch guns. They are basically almost equal to the Capri class in terms of firepower. They're actually firing back now. They might even do damage to the paint on the Capri class. These guys have torpedoes. They actually do. Maybe I'm being a little bit too arrogant here. 8.9 kilometers. No. I'm just being arrogant enough. Light cruisers, what kind of armor did you have? A little bit. There's a blob of heavy cruisers, just I don't know what they're trying to do. Some kind of uncontrolled herd. Probably dealing with the same formation issues that I was having with my DDs previously. It's okay when it happens to the enemy. The enemy has scored 12 hits, but none of them have done any damage. Pactolus goes down. Fearless is about to sink. Did I accidentally order you to move? No. Good. Of course, all my light cruisers were just firing at that poor cruiser there. All my heavy cruisers, I mean. Instead of targeting something closer that they could more easily kill. Getting closer. Ah, they've done 8 damage to one of my ships. Doria. Beautiful paint. Carnarvon, why are you undamaged? Why is no one firing at Carnarvon? We're about to fix that. Yeah, that was Carnarvon. Did not remain undamaged for long. Good Hope is feeling hopeful. There we go. That was the last one. Okay, so a little bit overkill with such a huge task force, but again, I was expecting the big 18-inch armored battleships, not leftovers from the previous war. So, like a quarter of the victory points from the last battle. Not really surprising. Yeah, light damage to Doria. And there we go, that's a battle for the next episode. Boyarin class light cruisers. Decent. Just looking at the numbers. 7.2 inch guns, 8 of them. Decent top speed. I think that's the class we were up against in the previous battle though. Which they had one of. I don't think it has a lot of armor, but I didn't have time to find out. Maybe we'll find out next episode. But that's it for now. Goodbye, and take care. And I will see if that latest optimized patch is gonna fix my formation issues.